So you're struggling on NoFap, huh? You've tried doing all these good habits, like taking cold showers, meditating, hitting push-ups, yet you still find yourself, once again, playing with that nutsack. Why is that? Why do you still have this goofy desire to rub to the hub? My boy, the truth is, it all boils down to your beliefs, because your beliefs determine your desires. So when it comes to stroking your digging stick to the hub, if you believe it benefits your life in some way, then of course you will have this desire to do it. And this is why you struggle with NoFap. It's because you think that rubbing to the hub makes you feel better. You think that the hub provides some special pleasure that real life cannot provide. You feel like you can't even live without the hub. Just the very thought of never watching the hub again scares you, because you think that a life on NoFap would be unbearable, and that you'll have to go through an endless battle of fighting these uncontrollable urges. And because of these goofy beliefs, you will keep having cravings until you eventually give in to the hub and your life away. But what if I told you that this desire to watch the hub didn't actually come from you? What if this entire time, these beliefs you have that the hub will benefit your life is actually a lie? Because let's keep it a buck. Not every belief you have is the truth. Some people right now believe that there's more than two genders. Some people believe that men can get pregnant. And others believe that there's nothing morally wrong with killing babies. Now, are these statements actually true? Or are they just some goofy beliefs people have based off of what they hear from society? Now, I humbly hope that we can all agree that every belief we have comes from whatever we consume, whether that's real information or fake information. Now, one thing I can say without a humble doubt is that this world does not want what's best for us. Because if they truly did, they would never allow the hub to be available at all. They would have banned it a long time ago. But instead, they leave it open even for underage kids to watch the hub. This is the kind of world we are living in, my boy. It's truly a backwards, demonic, sinful world. So if you believe that rubbing your meat to naked females who don't even know you is good for you, just know you have been lied to, my boy. You have been deceived badly. Ever since we were born into this world, society has programmed us to believe that being lustful is normal, that we are all entitled to get this nut off, that it's okay for a man to have sexual fantasies about busting in females without their consent, that watching the hub and rubbing our meat is a fun and pleasurable activity. My boy, it was never fun to begin with. I know you remember that empty, dark feeling after a hub session, when you snap back into reality, looking around at all the bus juice you've wasted, trying to close all the tabs off the hub sites on Safari mode real quick because you're scared someone will find out what you just did? My boy, if it was truly a fun activity that made you happy, why can't you share it to the world? Why can't you proudly go up to your mother and tell her you just busted to the hub? Yeah. My boy, the truth is, you don't need to bust to the hub. You never needed to. If you were to quit stroking your meat right now, nothing bad would happen at all. Because you were never meant to rub to the hub in the first place. Think about it. Do you honestly believe that we were meant to spill our seed all over socks and tissue papers, or were we meant to release our seed in order to create more life? So just know, these beliefs you have that the hub is good for you and that it makes you happy, these beliefs did not come from you. They came from our demonic society. Now, this is actually a blessing in disguise, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Because luckily, we can change our desires by changing our beliefs. This means that we can change from someone who craves the hub to someone who doesn't crave the hub at all. So how do we get there? It's actually very simple. All you really gotta do is ask yourself honestly, why should I stroke to the hub? What benefit is there? What value do I see in rubbing my meat to the hub? Please, my boy, take some time to really journal these questions and look at your answers. For every reason that comes up, truly question it and ask yourself, is this really true? Now, if you actually take the time to do this journal exercise, I'm gonna keep it a buck. You should find that every reason you come up with is easily debunked with the truth. Because every reason to stroke to the hub is simply a lie. It's just a false justification created from this down bad world. And if you want to take it even a step further, for sure, go ahead and ask yourself this stinky question. What's the worst possible thing that could happen if I choose not to stroke to the hub? And if you're being humbly honest, the answer should be nothing. Nothing bad would happen if I chose not to bust to the hub. If anything, there can only be good. Only good could come out of this, yeah. And that right there is the secret. This is how people freed themselves from busting to the hub for life. This is how people quit. All they did was realize the truth, that there's no reason to stroke to the hub at all. You're not losing anything by quitting this lustful, stinky habit. In reality, your life will literally only be better. NoFap was always the normal thing to do this entire time. It was never supposed to be some new challenge or some new trend that came out recently, my boy. It's what every man is genuinely supposed to do. And no matter how many times this sinful world tries to make you bust for lust, they can't force you to do it. Because you're the one who has the free will to choose. Nothing in this world can force you to click on that hub site. Nothing in this world can force you to grab your meat and start stroking. Nothing in this world can force you to release your life force energy. Because at the end of the humble day, you're the one who always makes the choice. You're the one who gets to decide whether you will retain for gains or bust for lust. So my question is, which one will you choose?